I wanted to bring you a video that shares the 3 things you need to develop if you're going to be a business owner. And so in most cases, most business owners, they never develop these steps. And so that's why, most small businesses don't stay open for more than 2-3 years, because they either go out of money, they don't have a vision, they don't have a plan, and so they eventually burn themselves out. If you're able to produce money and you have a business that's making money, but you still don't develop these skills, you're eventually going to burn yourself out. You're either going to, destroy your family because you don't have that communication with them. So I want to share with you these helpful things. And it took me years and years to develop this. And if I would have not developed this, I don't think I would be in business today. I don't think I would have multiple businesses. I don't think that I would have investments. I don't think I would have none of that if I didn't understand these principles in business. So there's 3 steps in owning a business. There's going to be the technician, the manager, and then the owner. All of these are different positions in a business. Most small businesses, they stay as a technician, so that they go into work, they do all the work, they're tired by the end of the day, they go home and they do the same thing. They're doing technician work. They basically just created a job for themselves. Most small businesses, when they open up, all they did was they just created a job for themselves with a lot more responsibility, but they don't understand that. It's not until you understand the roles that you have to lead in these roles to grow your business. So think about this. A technician is the one he has to do all the work. He's doing the work. He's working the long hours. He's working the weekends. He's having to get further education, training on how to use equipment. He's having to invest in equipment, tools, and stuff like that. So the technician, this is his responsibilities. He has to keep up with this. And most small business owners, they stay stuck in this area right here. They stay stuck in this area. And so as a business owner, you got to develop management skills. You have to develop management skills, because when you start off your business, you're not able to hire a good manager. So you're going to have to do both of these, positions. So you're actually doing dual positions when you could become a business owner. And if you don't understand how these positions play a key part in your business is going to fail. It's going to fail within the first 2 years. So the technician is the one that's going to do the work, make sure everything gets out. His job is strictly to get the jobs done, get them going, make sure everything's good. The management manages the workflow. He makes sure the work comes in. He makes sure the work goes out. Day-to-day operations, whatever that may be. He might, do scheduling. He might do follow-ups. Okay, this is the basic for any small business. You have to have these 3 elements to be successful. Day-to-day operations. He might handle payroll. He might have to handle hiring. He might have to handle sales. He might have to get some leadership skills to understand how different people work. If this manager hires 2 technicians and they have 2 different personalities, he has to know how to deal with those. He has to know how to communicate with them so they're effective. Understand people. He has to know how to fire people. Okay. And these are going to be all your positions as a business owner for the first couple of years. You're going to have to do all these positions because you're not going to have the working capital. No bank's just going to give you all this money to kind of play around with this. You have to understand what these roles are and understand how to operate in these roles when you have to do it. It's kind of like, it's called wearing multiple hats. You go into business, okay, you're going to be a technician today. You got to do technical work, okay? Okay, now you got to go in the office. You got to do the payroll. You got to make sure that your bills are paid. Okay, now you got to figure out the last step is owner. Okay, it's technician, manager, owner. These are all different hats that you have to wear with your business. Okay, I'm gonna go over it again. The technician is the one that's mainly gonna do the work. make sure everything is working outside. The management is gonna make sure the production is going good. Make sure that the jobs come in, make sure the jobs go out, make sure they're in good condition, make sure the customer's happy. The owner, okay, this is the most important part of the business. This is one of the most important reasons. This is one of the biggest reasons why small businesses fail. Is because they don't develop the owner responsibilities. The owner, his responsibilities are to come up with the vision of the business. Where do you want the business to be in 10 years? What is the purpose of having your business? Okay? What are the goals for the business? Okay, what are the 3-year goals of your business? We need to have those goals in writing. We need to know exactly where the business is going so that we can let the technicians know, let the managers know, hey, this is where we're going, this is what we need to do, this is how we need to operate. Okay? This is actually the same as being a leader. You have to be a leader of your business. Business relationships. If you're stuck doing all the work every day 24/7, how are you going to build business relationships? Business relationships are going to be very valuable to your business, okay? That's the job of the owner. So, as a first-time business owner, you have to wear these multiple hats. You have to be a technician, you have to be a manager, you have to be an owner. You're going to have to develop these skills. It took me years and years to develop these skills and thousands of dollars of mentors and self-education to say, okay, how do I get from here to here? How do I take it to the next level? There's actually another level after this, after owner, that once you master this, it's gonna take you in a whole different ballgame, and you're gonna love it. Business relationship, community involvement. You gotta do community work. The community has to know who you are. They have to know who the owner is of your business. If the community don't know who the owner is, they're not gonna want to do business with you. Okay? People do business with people they know, people they trust. Okay? The owner is in charge of bookkeeping, hiring. The owner is going to say, okay, you know what? This is our vision. This is where we're going. This is how much money we have to make. Whenever we make this much money, we got to make sure we're accountable. We got to make sure that it's filed right. So the owner is going to hire your bookkeeper. He's going to be the one that's going to manage the financials of the business. Okay? The owner's also in charge of finding the money. He's the one that's going to find deals. He's the one that's going to grow the business. He's the one that's going to build banking relationships. He's the one that's gonna take out $1 million loans to grow this whole operation. So you have to wear multiple hats, and you got to know how to operate in those roles. For example, if you want to go get a loan for $30,000 to buy some equipment, you're not gonna go in with your technician hat on. You understand? You're not going to go in with your technician hat on. You're not going to go in saying, all dirty with the hat. I made this mistake. I'm telling you because I made this mistake. I went into a bank. I was all dirty. I had paint on my shirt. I had a work shirt on, and I was trying to get a loan. They looked at me crazy because they knew I didn't have the right mindset to be a business owner. Okay? If you're going to go in and get a $30,000 loan, you can't go in with the technician hat on to a bank. They're gonna know what you're doing. They're gonna know that you're not ready. You can't go in with the management hat on either. You can't go in and say, you know what, I've been managing 3 people, 5 people, 6 people for 3 years. I'm ready to open a business. I'm ready to do this. This is a different role than this. These are all different hats. If you're going to go in to get a $30,000 loan or a $100,000 loan, you got to go in with this hat on, the owner's hat. The owner's hat's going to come in. He's going to be ready. He's going to speak well. He's going to have his paperwork in order. He's going to share his vision. You see, in most cases, what happens is people go into the bank, kind of like begging for money. Okay? They go in as a technician. They're like, man, I really feel like I can do this. I really want to do this. I've been doing technician work for this many years. I have all my tools. people know me, you know, and you try to sell them this like sob story that to have faith in you, okay? They don't care about faith. They don't care how long you've been doing technician. They want to see some facts on paper. They want to know if you're the real deal. They want to know if you can, you know, withstand the stress. If you can, how do you operate under pressure? You know, how do you operate under pressure is what they want to know. Okay, and that's when you have to go in with your owner's hat on. You have to go in. It's a different ball game in there. You go in there and you say, okay, you know what? I want to get a $30,000 loan. I want to buy this equipment. When I buy this equipment, it's going to produce this much income. I'll have your money back. Do you want to make a deal or not? Because if not, I have other banks that want to do business with me. There's a different approach to that, okay? So finding the money. You're also in charge of marketing. You got to know the owner is always seeing like what his competition is. What is the competition? Who's your competition? How are you going to be the number one business in your area? How are people gonna know whenever they think of you know, carpentry work, they're gonna know you. Whenever they think of plumbing, they know you. Whenever they think of body work, they know, okay, this is where I'm gonna take it. This the owner's hat also is innovation. He's the one that's innovating new ideas for the business. He thinks of ideas. He comes to this team and says, hey guys, I got a great vision. What do I think about doing this? I want to know your feedback on this. What do you think about this, John? What do you think about this, Tom? What do you think about this? Boom, boom. You know, he shares a vision. So as I was saying, like the owner has to be a visionary. He has to think forward, think about the future, think about what he wants the business to be. He shares that vision with the management. He shares it with his technicians. He shares it with his investors, the bankers, and that's how the business grows forward. You know, these are the three main hats you got to wear if you want to be a business owner. And what I would highly suggest is, you know, if you're in this area right now, you're gonna have to develop your management skills. You're gonna have to know, okay, what are the responsibilities of an owner? You have to jump. At first, you're gonna wear multiple hats. So, let's say an 8-hour day, right? Or just say a 9-hour day, right? You can do it whichever way. Every day, you have to balance your time out. So you're saying, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do tech work from. You have to balance it. So let's say you say from 9 to 11 is tech work, and then you say from and you gotta be up early. You gotta be. That's why most owners, they're up early. They stay late. They use their time wisely. So you say, okay, I'm gonna do management work at 7 to 8. This is AM. And I'm gonna do owner work from 4 to 6 a.m. So your day's gonna start off at 4 o'clock in the morning. My day starts off early. Start off at 4 in the morning. From 4 to 6, you're going over your goals. You're saying, okay, what relationships am I gonna build today? Who am I gonna contact? Okay, you get to the office. Now you start getting the work day scheduled out. Okay, I'm gonna get my work day. I'm gonna get the work day planned out. So when my helper comes in, when my guy comes in, I know what we're gonna do today. I have a plan. So from 9 to 10, you're doing tech work. You're helping the technician out, or you're doing the work. This could be you. You could be doing this. Don't make this mistake. From 12 to 1 lunch. Don't make this mistake, okay? Don't make that mistake. From 12 to 1, from 11 to 1, you gotta be active right there. Active. You gotta be active. That's where you can use your time. So you know what? I'm gonna go to lunch with another client. I'm gonna go visit this business to see if I can get their business. You know, or do marketing. You can say, I'm gonna do marketing. Marketing. So You want to use your time. You have to wear multiple hats, and you can't. You're gonna have. It's gonna be difficult at first because you have to reprogram yourself to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to use my time wisely. So let me start planning my day out. And think about this: you already did multiple things, and it's barely gonna be 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So you have the rest of the day. You have from 12 to, if you want to work till 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it's up to you. So you can do your day like this. You can say, okay, you know what? Look, 4 to 6, I'm gonna do owner work. I'm gonna go over the goals of the shop. I'm gonna do a little bit of bookkeeping work. From 7 to 8, I'm gonna create the day. I'm gonna create the flow for the day. From 9 to 11, I'm gonna do the technical work. I'm gonna do the actual work that needs to be done. At 11 to 12, I'm gonna do some marketing. From 12 to 3, you can start doing some more tech work. Because you gotta get the work done. And then maybe you could say from 3, hope I'm not screwing you up here. From 3 to 3:30, you can do management work. See? And it kind of, you start to create a pattern and a work schedule for yourself, but it's doable. Most small business owners, what they do is they come in at 6. Let me do it in a different color. They'll come in at 6 and they work till 8. They come in at 6 and they work till 8 just doing the technician work. They never focus on these areas. And so that's why the business fails, because they never develop a game plan. They don't know the workflow. They don't know how to hire. They don't know how to fire. They don't know sales. They don't know how to understand people. They don't like dealing with customers. So they stay stuck in this because that was their regular work schedule when they worked at a job. You gotta erase this. You gotta change this. This is not gonna work for you. This is gonna make you go bankrupt. It's gonna make you go out of business. So I hope this information was helpful. Thank you. Leave a comment if this video was helpful. I'll see y'all later, guys.